could be a big thing, but did you hear that the United States House of Representatives, they just passed a bill. It's H.R. 7024. It's called the Tax Relief for American Families. Boy, that sounds good, doesn't it? And Workers Act of 2024. Family and workers, who can't get behind that? And oh, by the way, this thing passed with a landslide vote of 357 to 70. And it could offer some relief to your first-time homebuyers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, here's the skinny. Specifically, H.R. 7024, it aims to enhance the low-income housing tax credit. Yes, support working families, we like that, with an enhanced child tax credit by increasing the maximum credit per child from $1,600 to $2,000. Man, that's big, isn't it? Said nobody ever. And this is going to happen through 2025, adjusting for inflation in 2024 and 25. It intends to expand innovation and competitiveness with pro-growth, we like that, economic policies, and research and development expenses. It plans to build up Main Street by cutting red tape, we like that, and rebuilding communities struck by disaster with tax relief. We like that. It intends to eliminate fraud and waste by ending the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. Ken, what do you think about that? Because to me, it sounds like a bunch of great talking points for a bunch of politicians who are looking to get reelected in an election year. The question, why did this bill pass in a bipartisan landslide? It kind of reminds me of the, if you want to keep your doctor, you get to keep your doctor type of thing that never really came about, right? Well, they can now say, all your politicians, I voted for this bill to cut red tape for disaster-struck areas. I voted to eliminate fraud and waste by ending the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. I support working families. Does this sound like a bunch of lip service to you? Because it certainly does to me. Truth be told, if this bill crossed the desk of your elected official a couple of years ago, it would have been dead on arrival. Bipartisan my ass. Don't you think? I mean, this bill was initially introduced by Donald freaking Trump years ago, and it died. The bipartisan death that we just spoke about. But not in an election year, my friends. Oh no. Anyways, how is this going to help your clients? They claim the affordable housing portion of the tax relief bill for American Families and Working Act of 2024, man, that's a mouthful, seeks to increase the state housing credit ceiling for low-income housing credits, the LIHTCs. And this is for calendar years 2018 to 2021. A 9% ceiling was increased by 12.5%, allowing states to allocate more credits for affordable housing programs and projects. Sounds great. The new provisions restore the 12.5% increase for calendar years 2023 through 2025 and is effective for taxable years beginning after December 31st, 2022. Now it's just sounding muddy to me. Now, I don't mean to sound jaded or cynical about this, but how in the hell is this tax credit for a low-income borrower going to help when the average home value is $412,000, not median, but average, and the average income is a little over $59,000? Well, the answer is this tax credit's not going to help anything or anyone. And I gotta ask, and here's my point. Aren't you sick of just being lied to all the time? I mean that too. This thing does nothing, yet it was brought to the floor where it was enthusiastically embraced. And here's the thing, like so often is the case in this industry, we don't think it through and the logical outcome of it. Because if we did, we as an industry would be offended that this thing was even brought to the floor. This ain't helping anybody. We're talking a couple $100. It's ladling water off the Titanic trying to keep it afloat with housing. And I say this because the passage of this bill really shows us just how little our elected officials think of our intellect. That's why I say, and here's your call to action, when you do vote, and you're going to get that chance very soon, I mean, one, vote against anybody who voted for this bill. That's basically everyone, by the way. And when you vote, like your business, go small. Look at your state and your county for housing-related measures that are going to be floated to you, to entice you, to court you, to mislead you into thinking something positive is going to happen in housing. And this is not the case. I leave you with this. Between Fannie, Freddie, and HUD, hundreds of billions, yes, hundreds of billions of dollars have been spent to address affordable housing and serve underserved communities. Have we moved the needle at all over the past 6 decades? I mean, even a little bit? Housing is now less affordable than any time in the history of our country. So the answer is a resounding no. This election year, you're going to hear more about housing-related issues than ever in the history of all the voting you've ever done because of our affordability. The incumbents are banking on your inaction and uninvolvement. I say this year, we as an industry do something different than we've ever done. Engage and vote for the challenger and send a message that things need to change because the status quo stinks right now. Because if we can move the needle in the right direction, we just don't bring affordability back to the table, your business is going to improve because we'll write more loans and we'll list more homes. That's what's in it for you. More importantly, that's what's at stake for all of us. I hope this helps. Hey, my friends over at Oaktree are doing free non-QM training, both sales and products, for both loan officers and realtors. No strings attached. Reach out to these guys. They will coach you up. And your business needs it, especially in these hard times. Talk to them. They're awesome. Fill out the information down below. Now, oh, by the way, if you're on TikTok, check out our site. It's down below. We've got some great content there, and I promise it's going to put a smile on your face. This stuff is fantastic. It's super, super fun. And as the case with everything else we do, everything is lending and real estate oriented. Check it out and let us know what you think.